Hello and welcome to the Budget Knitter Podcast. My name is Spargur. I am your host. I'm coming to you. Ooh, my goodness. I don't have a tongue today. I am coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, where I live. And today is Saturday, August the 25th, I think. I think today's car insurance day. So, 25th. Anywho, my days are all mixed up. It's been a wild ride of a week. I have been doing all of the things, and you're going to hear about them here. So, if you are new, thank you for joining me and clicking on this little video. I can be found in several different places for your pleasure. Boy, I'm really having fun with this today, aren't I? You can find me on Ravelry as WSpargurKnits. You can find me on Instagram as WillMSU. You can find me on Twitter as WSpargurKnits. There's a Facebook group for this podcast, which is facebook.com/thebudgetknitter. And there is a Ravelry group for this podcast, which is the Budget Knitter Podcast. You should be able to search that in the groups section of Ravelry, and you can join in on all of the fun things going on there. And then I also have an Etsy shop, and that is thebudgetknitter.etsy.com, where I sell hand-dyed yarns and other little things. It is a little empty right now, I'm sorry, but I am working on getting some more stuff up. The yarn fairy came this week, so another interesting thing about that is I bought cones instead of individual skeins, so now I have to go skein them all up. And to be honest, I have been a little lazy. So, we're gonna work on that. But I've got some ideas coming down the pipeline that I am actually just kind of practicing on. I did make a few mini skeins, and I've just been practicing some color ideas. So that is kind of in the works, but don't worry, there will be more yarn in the future. More things coming to the shop. Of course, currently I have my stitch markers, if you are looking for stitch markers or progress keepers. And then coming soon will be drawstring project bags, which I will show a couple of here later in the podcast if you are interested. For those of you who are seasoned subscribers, thank you for joining me again. This is really exciting. This is actually episode 27, which means that we have just passed 1 year of me podcasting on this channel. And I did say a couple podcasts back that we would do something big and extravagant, and I forgot. So maybe we'll do something for Christmas, because so many things going on right now, and actually I'm really excited about what is going on. But with that being said, it is actually kind of taking so much of my attention that I haven't been able to think of really cool things to do here. Excuse me, sorry. So, sorry about that, but we will do something big. Anyway, just a couple of threads in the podcast thing on Ravelry for those of you that are new. We have our charity going on. That is through September, the end of September. And you just need to post the object that you're going to donate and who you're donating it to and a picture of the object. There's lots of amazing things in there. We've got a lot for Knitted Knockers. We've got a lot for the VA and for Project Linus. Those are 3 fantastic charities. You should check those out. Another thing we still have going on right now is the Flax Knit Along. That is going, oh God, when did I say that was going to end? End of September as well, I think. I think that sounds right. Maybe the charity along was to the end of October. Somebody please correct me. I've been doing so many of these things that I can't remember when these things end. Okay, the flax, since we finished at the end of July, 2 months, end of September is the end of the Flax Knit Along, to where you need to have your completed sweaters posted in the Flax Knit Along finished objects thread, and there will be a prize for that. The charity along also has a prize associated with it. And then, of course, we have the finished objects of 2018, where we just celebrate the finishing of projects because, you know what? Finishing projects is such a great relief. It's such a great feeling, and we should talk about it. We should just do it. There's no prize or anything. It's just a lot of fun. So that thread is in there as well. And you should jump in and join in and have some fun with that. Moving right along. This is actually probably going to be a bit of a shorter podcast, mostly because of the things that are going on. I haven't really been able to work on a lot of the other things that I've been doing. A lot of the works in progress that I've shown in the last couple of podcasts have gone to the wayside, and there's a reason for that, and we're going to get into it. And you know what? We're just going to jump right into why. This is crazy. 2 weeks ago, on my last podcast, I told you guys that I was going to be going to Stitches SoCal. Big deal for me. It's my first Fiber Fest. I'm just so excited to be going to this. Not just a few days later, my friend Raphael was like, hey, did you watch Dramatic Knits? I was like, you know what, I haven't caught their new episode. No, why? What's going on? He's like, he and Andy of Leading Men Fiber Arts are going to be at the show, and they need designers. They're looking for 3 designers for the show. You should email them and find out what they need. So I did, emailed, let them know, because I'd really only had 1 or 2 designs going. One of which I've shown you guys, the guiding light shawl. And so I emailed them and said, here's the idea I've got for a shawl. I'm not done with it yet. So this is in the works. And then I've done a couple other things. You know, what would you need from me? How does this work? Basically also told them, like, this is my first fiber festival. I've never really done anything like this. You know, I'm just excited about the even possibility of the opportunity. And they were like, oh, here's the deal. You just have to design a new pattern using our yarn, and you release it 1 week before the festival, and then you get 1 day in our booth at the show, and you just promote our yarns for your patterns while you're there. You can bring as many patterns as you like. Only one of them has to be knit out of our yarn. And I was like, wait, so I just have to design one thing in your guys' yarn, and, like, this is the thing, I'm a featured designer. And they're basically like, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more technical things going into this conversation, but that's the gist of it. I'm a featured designer at Stitches SoCal, guys. I'm a featured designer. That is crazy to me. So, of course that means, well, I've only got, like, 2 designs, so what have I been doing for the last 2 weeks? I have been designing. Oh my gosh, I've been designing like crazy. I've got, I think, so I'm going to take my guiding light shawl, and I've got 4 other patterns that I'm working on, one of which will be knit in Leading Men Fiber Arts. And I've drawn them out. So November 1st is when I have to be there, and I'm in the booth on Friday, November 2nd from 10 to 6. So 4 designs, and I've got to have that all ready to go. So, I'm going to show you the first one because it's almost done, and I'm really excited about this. Ooh, it's stuck. This is a hat. I am designing it as lace. It's going to have leaves in it. I'm going to call the hat Changing Leaves. This is a fingering weight hat for adults, with 8 repeats of the pattern. I'm trying to get it to spread out a little bit. You know what? Maybe this will work better. Hold on. It's a little small for me because I used the needle that I had available and not the one that actually fits my head. So this is the hat. I'm trying not to speak too much into my mic. So hopefully you guys can see that. Anyway, I love this. It features twisted 2x2 ribbing here, and then this is all lace. And then it's going to have open eyelet crown because I want this to kind of be like a summer fall hat. And in Vegas, you don't need a hat. You need lace hats. So that is my first design. I'm almost done with it. I'm finishing up the last repeat of the leaves, and then I'll start on the crown. I haven't released this pattern yet or anything because I still want to make sure I know how I'm going to maneuver through the crown while doing eyelets and making sure that I'm actually still decreasing. So that is in the works. With that, the shawl I'll be designing out of Leading Men Fiber Arts is a matching shawl. It will have that leaf pattern going up the side and turn the corner and go around the top, and then the rest of the shawl is going to be eyelets. And I'm really excited about that, and I need to get started on it because that's the one that I have to have it done, and I have to send pictures and a draft of the pattern to Steve and Andy so that they can make sure it's tech edited and ready to go. Because they're going to use it for things in the future. It's going to go to other conventions and stuff. So that's crazy exciting to me. So anyway, I'm keeping that actually in this bag. Look, I made a drawstring bag. Whee! So this has a pocket on the outside. I've done a pocket on a couple of these, and I realized I don't really like the pocket on the outside. Most of them are 1. I just used some scrap fabric and made a 2. But it does have a lining, and it is a sack feed base, so it does have a flat bottom. This is about the size of all of them. And yeah, so I've been making these bags. Aren't they cute? Anyway, so the hat's in this one. And away we go. So I'm actually just going to show you pictures of the other things I'm going to design because only one of them have I started, but not enough to really show off. So let me get these drawings out. So again, the shawl is going to match the hat, except in a different color. It's going to be another fall color, which I'll show you here in a minute. And it'll have that leaf pattern, just one repeat, maybe two, maybe I'll do two. But that will go up one side of the shawl, and then it'll turn the corner and go across the top. It's very similar to the idea of the Scania shawl, if you knit that through the Grocery Girls. It's very similar to that idea, except there's not going to be any fringe on it. So that's what I'm going to knit for them. So there's that idea. And then there's going to be another shawl. Oh, well, you might see the other thing. Okay, so here's all the drawings. Over here you've got the hat and the two shawls. There's another shawl I want to do that's got like a cable, and it increases. It's going to be very similar to the guiding light, except for guiding light has that cable pattern going all the way down the one edge. This one I want to do where you also increase on the other side of the cable, but just not as often. So you get kind of a lopsided increase on either side of the cable pattern. So I want to give that a shot. I think that would be really cool, and I've got the yarn that I want to do that in as well. It's a Norwegian wool that I got from Bente, actually, in Norway. She sent it to me a while ago, and I've been holding on to that yarn because I didn't know what to do with it. And I think this design would be great for it, because it's a little bit of a gradient. If you peek into the center of the skein, there's a bit of a gradient. I don't have any of it accessible. As you can see, I've redone this. I was afraid it was going to fall on me and crush me in my sleep. So I kind of made it a little bit cleaner to look at, and the crates help weigh the shelf down so it doesn't feel like it's going to fall. The other thing is, this is my big one, and I hope I can get it done. This poncho. It's going to have this like open V collar, and then it's going to be short on one side and increase and to a point on the other side. And if you've ever seen the Stephen West Enchanted Mesa sweater, it's kind of that similar idea where you use short rows to where your stripes are thick on one side and thin on the other side, and it builds kind of lopsided. So I kind of wanted to take that idea but do it with something that doesn't have sleeves. So we're going to try that. I'm going to see how this works. I'm afraid that it won't, because I'm trying to think about, I need to do increases almost like a raglan to get the poncho kind of out. But then when I'm done with the increases, like I need a stitch that's going to create a V here without increasing more. So it's almost like I need to do a knit two together front and back to create the increase, but also decrease at the same time. I don't know, I'm going to have to do some swatching and see how that works, because I definitely want a clear line for creating that V pattern. It would be like this as it comes down to a point. So I'm going to have to play with that, and then, you know, how many times do I want to do short rows, and how long are the short rows, and there's going to have to be some, I'm going to have to play with it a little bit and figure out how I want that to work. But I'm really excited about the idea. I've finished the collar, now I'm just kind of figuring out where I want to go from there. The other thing that I forgot with something that's a wearable, that's not like a shawl or a scarf, is that people are different sizes, and I'm gonna have to do some math and do some sizing, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. And that's just because I'm casting it on to fit me, and I'm an extra large guy, so I don't know what to do. Somebody said, well, you just take math and you think about, you know, general sizes for like large, medium, small, extra small, and then, you know, maybe double XL and triple XL. And you just take that math, you know, what's your gauge and how big is the finished garment, and then, you know, if you need to go down so many inches, how many stitches do you take out, and then go back from there. So, you know, there's some math involved, but I'm ready for the challenge. I'm really excited. I'm actually knitting the sample out of Karen Big Cakes because I had two in the cherry compote colorway, and I just thought it would look really nice. It's going to self-stripe. It's not going to have the same idea of what I want it to look like when this is really just to see if it works. I don't know if I'm going to have time to knit 2. What I'd really like is each stripe actually tie in a new ball of yarn so you have clear beginning and ends of stripes that work with the short rows. But for the time being, you know, just for time's sake, because I only have 2 months. I have 2 months to get 4 more patterns written, test knit, and ready to go for the show. So, yeah. Speaking of test knitting, there's a thread in Ravelry. It's called Test Knitters Needed. If you want to test knit any of the patterns I'm coming out with, please go on that thread. You can either leave your email in the thread, or you can send an email to me at thebudgetknitter@gmail.com. That email, along with all my socials, is in the video description box below. If you're interested in test knitting, please email me. Let me know. Like, if you're not a fan of cables, let me know. If you're not a fan of lace, let me know. But if these are things you want to try, I just need to make sure that the pattern's correct. You don't even have to finish it. Like for the guiding light shawl, all I really needed the people who were knitting the guiding light shawl to get through was the setup and the repeat. If everything was fine through row 94, it was just repeating after that. That's all I need. You don't have to finish it, because really the rest is just kind of up to you. I mean, if you're only using one skein, it is 8 repeats, but because then you won't get another repeat out of what's left. But if you tie in another one, you can make it as big as you want, and as long as you tailor it to you and do what you want to do, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that the instructions were clear. So for those of you who are test knitting that, thank you so much, by the way. I can't remember your name. It's either Lindsay or Lauren or Lori, or there are so many of you test knitting things right now that have such a similar name, I can't keep track of who's doing what. So all of you have been great about letting me know errors, and I think I have finally fixed everything. The last step for me is to go through and check the grammar and put in the pictures. I haven't taken pictures yet because it's blocking. Anyway, so yeah, that's the poncho idea, and I hope that goes well. So the finished object is the guiding light shawl. I don't have it with me because it is actually still drying. I blocked it a week ago, but I didn't have blocking wires, so I ended up getting edges where the pins were because I was trying to aggressively block it. I didn't like that, so I borrowed some blocking wires from my friend Angel, and I blocked it again this morning, and it's almost dry. What I didn't think about is the fact that after I soaked it and then, got most of the water out and was ready to block it, by the time I got all of the blocking wires into the shawl, the thing had dried. So I then had to get a spray bottle full of water and just soak it down again. Now what I did is I blocked it out, and there's a ceiling fan right above it, just ceiling fan trying to dry it, but it's still a little damp. Only when you really touch it. Like if you were to just kind of pick it up, it probably wouldn't, but I can tell that it's still damp. So I want it to completely dry, because if it's even a little bit wet and starts to try to take its shape again, I'm gonna be so mad. Or take the shape that it was when I knit it, because the stockinette wants to roll up onto the cabling, and I'm trying to get it to flatten out. So with that being done, with that being knit, and I'm just blocking it, and I'm about ready to take the photos, and the pattern is pretty much test knit and ready to go. A little bit about the kit that I'm putting together. So it's going to be the pattern, it's going to be the yarn, which is the colorway that I knitted in. Oh, there was a picture here of it blocking. And so it's that yarn, which is called There Is Always Hope. It's the pattern. It's going to be a Vegas stitch marker. I thought I had one. Nope. That's Hold on, I'm losing things. It'll be a stitch marker, not a progress keeper. I might include one of both. One progress keeper and one stitch marker, because I know some people really like to use progress keepers. But it's one of those that has the die on it. My handmade. So it'll have one of those, and I think I'll do one of both. I think that would be better. And then it'll also be my hand-sewn drawstring Vegas Golden Knights bags. This is a lined bag with drawstrings. So it does have a lining that's black. And it's fantastic. This is a great bag. I love using my sewing machine. I am obsessed with this. So here's what we're going to do. At some point very soon, I'm going to set up a pre-order on my Etsy once I figure out how to do that. Etsy is a little weird because when somebody buys something, it then has to ship in a certain amount of time, and that doesn't really work when you're trying to do a pre-order. And I've tried to reach out to a friend who has done pre-orders on her Etsy, but she hasn't gotten back to me. She's really busy. She's doing advent calendars for dyeing, so I don't think she's had a chance to get to my message. So if any of you have ever done a pre-order on Etsy, let me know. If not, I'm going to have to go in and figure out how to do that. Might contact support and figure out what I can do. Because I don't want to get dinged. I don't want you to buy something and then I don't ship in an amount of time. Because as a seller on Etsy, if you do something wrong, it like flags you and you lose certain privileges on your account, which is understandable. I get it. Like, they don't want you abusing the system. So I just need to make sure that I do everything correctly so that it works right. It might have to be one of those like made to order. I don't really know. Anyway. Okay, so that's the kit. It's the bag, the pattern, the yarn, and the progress creeper and stitch marker. And so I'm going to do pre-orders on those. I'm still deciding on a price. And the other thing is, I think I mentioned it in the last podcast, the Vegas Victims Fund is no longer taking donations because they received some ridiculous amount of money. So instead, they said you can donate to first responders. So I'm going to donate to first responders in lieu of donating to the Victims Fund, but it'll be in memory of the victims. So what I'm trying to do is have to do the math on how much all the materials cost, and then how much do I want to donate per item. And so, I'm still figuring out exactly how much to charge versus, because, the idea is I'll do pre-orders, but then I'll still continue to offer them, so I need to be able to buy more materials to make more of them. So, I have to figure that into the cost as well. So that's something we're going to do. The other thing with the kit is if you happen to be stopping through Las Vegas at any time, there's a possibility that these will be offered at the Mad Knitters yarn shop here in Vegas. I met with her recently and was wondering if she was interested, and she might be. We're still in discussion, but so they might have them at the shop there too. What else? Well, my notes say exciting announcement about stitches, but I've already told you. So there's that. So I guess what we'll do is I got some presents. I got some squishy mail. And this is the yarn I'll be knitting my pattern in for Stitches SoCal for Leading Min Fiber Arts. So this is their yarn that they sent to me. This is like the cutest packaging. And I'm not going to open all three because it's all the same, because I got to request the colorway and the base. So they're all three the same because I wasn't sure exactly how many I'll need for the shawl. But I'm seeing this for the first time, by the way. This is so pretty. Oh my God. Look at this. Oh, it's so much prettier in person. Oh, the website didn't do this justice. Oh, gorgeous. So Leading Min Fiber Arts, love. Okay, so this colorway is Copper Cloud, so I have 3 of these. And this is on their Show Stealer base, which is 435 yards for 100 grams. It is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. It is fingering weight yarn. Guys, I've never used MCN before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Merino cashmere nylon is beautiful. I think this is the most luxurious yarn I've ever touched. I wish I was kidding. the great thing about this is considered yarn support. Since I'm designing for them to promote their yarns, this yarn is shipped to me and given to me for free in order to knit the pattern. So to Steve and Andy of Leading in Fiber Arts, thank you so much. I really, really am so excited about this opportunity. This is probably one of the greatest things that could have happened to me in terms of a fiber career, anything. This is amazing. Thank you so much. I will try so hard not to disappoint you with this pattern. As soon as I finish this hat, this is going on the needles. I'm going to get that pattern because I want this done before I work on anything else for the show. If I end up just taking the 3 patterns, the hat and the 2 shawls, that's perfectly fine. If that's all I get done, that's all I get done. So this, guys, this is beautiful. You do amazing work. I love the variegations and just the subtle changes. This is beautiful. Thank you. Okay, what else? Oh, right. So, I have some new goodies. And actually, you know what? We need to do... I wrote down... Guys, I am so flustered because there are so many things. Like, again, there were so many things. And I wrote down this thing that we have to do, and I have to do it because, well, I forgot to do it. Well, I didn't forget to do it. Now I have to find where I wrote it down. Because I wrote it down, and now I have to find it. So, bear with me. How's y'all's days going? Go to the URL. Here we go. Okay. So, where is it? Where is it? Come on. I'm so sorry, guys. My brain is just everywhere. Anyway, while I'm looking for this, because I know it's what you guys are here for anyway, so this week has been it's been crazy. You know, I've been thinking about, we've been trying to go to the movies. Lee is starting school. He's going to go to college at the College of Southern Nevada. He's going to do hospitality revenue, so that's exciting. We've been like school shopping and getting his textbooks and getting him ready, and I'm over the world excited for what's going on with that. So we've been to a lot of malls recently. We've been, I tell you what, there's something about going to school in a brand new pair of shoes that just, it's fantastic. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, we didn't really work up to this in the best way, but we're going to do the giveaway winner now. And the reason for that is because the other stuff I have is actually a different surprise. So, anyway, the giveaway winner, so what I asked last time, or I just kind of did a surprise giveaway last time, and that was just because I thought you guys deserved it. And so I basically just asked for you to tell me what your favorite color was in the comments section of that video. And I got so many responses, and what I love is that so many of you just love color. I think that's beautiful. Color is just such an amazing thing. And anyway, somebody did ask what my favorite color was. My favorite color, I tell everybody my favorite color is purple, but if I really think about it, like the color that comes up most in my life is blue. I think at one point I had convinced myself that my favorite color was purple because I'm from Kentucky and I grew up in a University of Louisville basketball household, so their colors are red and black, and our rivals were the University of Kentucky, and I told myself that my favorite color couldn't be blue because that would mean that I liked UK. And So I think I convinced myself that my favorite color was purple because it was somewhere in between red and blue. Anyway, so my favorite color, my frequent color is blue. I think I really enjoy purple, but again, I enjoy color. Right now, though, I am on a fall color kick. The oranges, the reds, the browns, the dark yellows. I'm on a fall color kick. So that's happening. But anyway, I'm sorry for dragging on. The winner of this giveaway is Kate McHardy. So Kate McHardy's favorite color is also purple, which was really exciting when I figured out. So if you don't know, what I do is I do a random number generator. I count up all the comments, and then I put in a random number generator from 1 to however many comments are on there, and it gives me a number, and I go through and I count that. So Kate, you are the winner. And that's really exciting that your favorite color is purple. So what you get to do is send me an email to thebudgetknitter@gmail.com and let me know what your address is. And then also tell me, do I have anything purple? I do. I have something in purple. So if you want purple, I'll send you purple. If you want a different color, if there's something you're looking for, let me know. Like, list off your top 3, and then I'll see what I have. So anyway, congratulations, Kate McHardy. And with that being said, we're going to do another giveaway because I love you guys. So we're actually going to do 2. Well, the first thing is I got some pom-pom makers because I've been wanting pom-pom makers, so now I have pom-pom makers. Okay, so we're going to do 2 giveaways. The first one is going to be for Cascade Sunseeker Multis. This is beautiful. It's cotton and acrylic with some sparkles. Who doesn't love sparkles? It's fingering weight. This is, oh, it doesn't have a color. Anyway, so this is going to be for one person. And yeah, so that's going to be one for one person. And the second person is going to be kind of like a first place versus grand prize winner, because this one is a little bit better of a prize, but I still think it's really cool. This is called King Cole Carousel Chunky, and this yarn actually comes with a pattern. I don't know if this has a colorway. Oh, Helter Skelter. It's kind of like purples and blues. Again, there we are with the purples. But it comes with a pattern. By the way, apparently jumbo patterns are now the thing. So this is great because it actually has the knit pattern. This is the knit pattern, and this is the crochet pattern. So this is going to be another prize. And so something about this, because I was reading through it because I thought, oh, you know what, maybe I might like to make the crochet scarf before I send this off. I was reading through this. Guys, remember that this is from the United Kingdom. If you see treble crochet, that means double crochet. If you see double crochet, that means single crochet in America. Everything's a little weird. Their terms don't match up. So, because I looked at that and I went, 1 treble crochet into 3rd chain from hook. I went, on the foundation row, really? And then I looked up and I was like, oh, yeah, you guys don't have single crochet. So, just be aware of that if you want to do the crochet scarf. I believe one ball will make one or the other. It won't make both, but it'll make one or the other. So this yarn comes with this pattern. That's another prize. And to win this prize, all you have to do in the comments section is tell me, you know what, I'm feeling really hungry right now. Tell me your favorite food. I know that's like not even fiber related, but like I'm seriously really hungry right now, and I've only been thinking about like mac and cheese for the last hour. So tell me what your favorite food is, and then I'll pick 2 winners for the next podcast, and I will announce those winners then. So really excited about that, and I hope you guys are too. Okay. Do I have anything else to tell you guys? I thought I did, but now I can't remember what it was. Oh, you guys want to do a thing with me that I keep forgetting to do? I got my next knit crate, and literally like 2 weeks ago, and I never opened it. This will work. Okay, let's open it. If you don't know what Knit Crate is, I'll put a link to their website below. There's also a coupon code you can use if you want to subscribe. I'm going to do like a little bit more of a formal thing. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so the next Knit Crate, I will do the whole formal thing, but this one, because I just keep forgetting, I think we're just going to go through the motions and see what it is. This won't open now. Anyone got a knife? Hand me a knife through the... I think a knitting needle will work. Here's a DPN. Are any of you cringing right now because I'm about to stab through tape with a DPN? Oh, worked. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, that's different. The last few, they always had like a card and then a picture of the pattern. Oh, pictures are in here. Weird. Okay, so the theme is called Indigo Glow this time. As always, this comes with a knit and a crochet pattern and 2 skeins of yarn. This is for August. And so this actually is cute. It's a little booklet, and it tells you the patterns, and it tells you who designed them, and it's got pictures. But the other thing that's crazy, usually the patterns are a digital download, and you just get them on Ravelry. But these have them in it. Like, the patterns are in this booklet. That's interesting. Oh wow, there's a lot of lace. So the knit pattern is 1, 2, 3 pages because of all the charts, and then this is the crochet pattern before the back of the booklet. So that's funny. So that's weird. They haven't printed the patterns before. That's really interesting. Okay, so the knitwear designer is Carissa Browning, and the crochet designer is Jennifer Dickerson. And oh, you can still actually download them digitally. Interesting. Oh, they do like a whole bio and everything now. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Fancy. I like that. Oh, they tell you a little bit about the pattern. That's cute. Okay. Somebody mentioned that, on occasion I should keep one of these. And I think just because I've been a little lazy in opening this one, I'm probably just going to keep this one. Oh. You want to see it, right? Maybe I should just go to bed. Okay. Anyway, this is the yarn. It's this beautiful, like, turquoise teal color, and then it's got, like, darker blue speckles in it. So I think that's really pretty. This is Uru Yarn by Knit Crate, and the colorway is Undertow. Speckled singles, 100% superwash merino, fingering weight, 417 yards, and oh, it doesn't have the washing instructions. Some dyers do really well about putting the washing instructions, and some don't. But anyway, really pretty. I think I'm going to keep these because I really like these. But when the next one comes, I will probably give that one away because I don't need all of this. Yeah. So that's cool. Cool. Knit Crate. Knit Crate is fun. I love Knit Crate. You guys should do Knit Crate. Knit Crate is fun. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's actually it this time. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. So, anybody know how to use these? Wind the yarn, cut the wound yarn, tie with thread or yarn, remove pom-pom from pom-pom maker and shape to finish. So you just... how do you wrap it? Oh, you have to... But how do you go from one side to the other? Who knows how to use these? You know what? I should have had them show me how to use these when I bought them. They offered, I was like, no, I've got it. Clearly I don't. Oh well. Anyway, I've been eyeing these for a while, so you know what? Maybe I'll take some of my scrap yarn and play with that later. Okay, I think that's it. I legitimately think that's the end. I don't think I have anything else to show you. So, again, if you want to be entered in that giveaway, just let me know what your favorite food is. I am so hungry. Let me know what your favorite food is, and the next podcast I'll announce the 2 winners. And, Kate, right? Kate McHardy, yes. Contact me through email with your address and your top 3 colors so that I can decide, or I can go through my stash and see what I have for you, because you'll be getting that. Didn't I say there was going to be... Oh, there's a project bag with that. Oh, yeah, one of these. Or a Notions bag. It's like a Notions... It's like a little felted Notions pouch. Zippered Notions pouch. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that's weird. The tag goes through the zipper. Anyway, a little zippered Notions pouch will go with whatever yarn you choose. So let me know, and I will get that out to you as soon as I can. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I am off to eat. And check on the guiding light shawl, make sure that it's done, because I actually have to cut the fringe on that still. So, anyway, thank you for joining me. I am very, very excited about the things that are going on, and please, if you are coming to Stitches SoCal, let me know. I would love, love, love to meet each and every one of you. I love meeting people all the time. So please let me know. Let me know if you're going to be there and what days. I will be there Friday through Sunday. I'll be there the whole time. Well, I don't think I'll be there Thursday night for like the fashion show or anything, just because, well, no, my bus does get in at 4. I don't know. I will figure all that out. We still have 2 months. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm so excited. I'm going crazy thinking about it. It's so much fun. So I will see you all again very soon here on the Budget Knitter podcast channel, and I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks. Hopefully not that long. Hopefully you'll be back before 2 weeks. But if not, I will see you again very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great evening. Mwah.